Hey YouTube, I'm going to keep it quick here because I'm at work and I could get interrupted at any minute. So if I'm pushing this truck down the highway, this thing when it's loaded is like 105,000 pounds. So when I'm pushing these 52 tons down the highway, if I'm headed into a city, I'm looking at the signs. I'm seeing signs for how many miles to the city. I'm checking the highway signs, like, am I on the right route? I'm checking the speed limit signs, make sure that you know, everybody's a little loose with that speed limit these days, but you know the idea. Well, look at this sign. This sign should give a clear indication of where we're headed, where we're going. And I've been watching for this for a very long time. And I mentioned it in my last video that right after Trump sent in the B-2s to bomb Iran, bomb Iran, um, he immediately took to Twitter and was saying, it's time for peace. And the funny thing is, when he was saying shortly after that, like, Iran and Israel have agreed to a ceasefire. That day that he was agreeing to a ceasefire, I went to bed that night and I was talking to my wife about that before I went to bed. And I had a dream. And in the dream, there was a rattlesnake in a bush. And I just had this sense that if I reached out to grab this rattlesnake, that it would turn and bite me. And when I woke up, the news was that Iran and Israel had broken the ceasefire already. And I was asking God about it. I said, what does this mean? Because, there's a lot of different snakes in the Bible. And the conclusion that I came to was that Iran has a nature like a rattlesnake. It's like, if you pick it up, it's not suddenly going to become peaceful. It has the nature to turn and bite you. And Islam has the nature to lie to you, to, back off and do a peace deal so that they can turn around and strike you, because their prophecies say that, chaos is what brings forth their Messiah, which is our Antichrist. So out of that, here's a little funny thing. But shortly after that, Trump said something that caught a few ears. And I feel sorry for people that just so quickly worship this guy, and act like Trump is super Christian or something, because he's talking about Israel and Iran, and he says, these guys have been fighting so long
and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Anyway, I just want to say that the signs are here, that this Abraham Accords that they're working on, they're doing peace and safety. 1 Thessalonians 5:3, when they claim that they've taken away Iran's ability to produce nuclear weapons, they're going to say peace and safety. They're going to say peace and security. And then I believe that the next thing on the table is the rapture and Ezekiel 38:39, which, if you haven't read it recently, it's time to catch up. And another thing that I saw recently in Jeremiah, right after Operation Midnight Hammer happened, somebody brought up this verse out of Jeremiah that says that, look how the hammer of the whole earth, is torn asunder and broken. So I believe that America is quite possibly the nation of Babylon. When you read Isaiah 13 and 14, Jeremiah 50:51, and Revelation 17 and 18, I believe that we fit that description. We were a joy to the Lord. We sent out the gospel and missionaries and all sorts of things, and now this nation has turned its back. and become an exporter of sin, an exporter of corruptness, and become very proud. So I believe the time is short. I'm not date setting, but I am watching because I believe that we could very soon see extreme prophetic fulfillment. And I would say, prepare your heart, prepare your house. Think about sharing the gospel with people that maybe you normally wouldn't. And if they reject or they don't give you an ear to hear, just remember, it'll be as the days of Lot, it'll be as the days of Noah, and only a few answered that. Yeah, go ahead.